Hey everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Monday, December 30th, 2019, and we are here with yet another Monday mystery game, this time number 748 going on the arcade floor. Absolutely ridiculous. So anxious for the next expansion, it's coming, We need the space. Last week, number 747 went on the arcade floor, which was J.J. Squawkers, released from Athena back in 1993. Amazing game. Everybody really seemed to enjoy it. Great action platformer. Had a bunch of new people. I see Sean is back, who is had the first play last week. Will he get the play this week? I hope so. So last week, going on our 10X challenge, Jamie Tibbetts came in first place, followed by GGA Jeremiah putting up a serious score. I think he only played a game or two. Ridiculous to see him get in the top three, and a phenomenal player. Third place was picked up by Mossie's Hagopian, which is absolutely awesome. Your 10X standings as they stand now, same as last week. Everybody who placed in the top three last week, pretty new, not put in a ton of scores, each of those guys. So Maurice is in first place with 11 points, followed by Pete Gores with 9 points, and Chris Plackey with 6 points from the first of the new season of the 10X Championship when we put out 2 games. So it's still anybody's race. It's 10X, still very early on. Will we see Bulldog come from nowhere? Will we see Jimbo Slice come in? Who knows? Larry Brocky? Who knows? It could be anybody. A newcomer throwing their hand in the ring? We will see. We'll see. Huge shout-outs to Jimbo Slice, who his mom brought us some brownies last week. Everybody had enjoyed those very much, so thank you, Jimbo, for that. My pleasure. My mom makes me brownies. Very, very awesome. We had some amazing industry celebrities hanging out here last week. We had Jeff Nauman, who created, he was the lead programmer. He did so much design work with Brian Cullen. He worked on Rampage, Sarge, World Tour, Shoot the Bull, just so many great games. Always great to catch up and talk with Jeff Nauman. You never know who's going to be here at the arcade. Not only are there so many great players, but a lot of industry people here all the time. On Saturday, Jack Hager stopped by, who has been coming here every once in a while now. He's a little new to our scene. He worked on so many great games, Hit the Ice, Sinistar, Open Ice. So awesome to talk to him. He brought me one of this. He brought me one of these, I should say. A mini Trog figure from when he did the work on Trog. So awesome. Thank you, Jack, for this. We've been working on some cool stuff. We have signed Sinistar posters of the original painting that he did, which are absolutely phenomenal. Sinistar t-shirts and stickers. You can get those all at the front counter here. We have a new Sinistar shirt coming up that Jack had a lot more input on the design and stuff, so stay tuned for that. That is going to be so awesome. We also have another project that we're in the works with Jack for Terminator 2 Judgment Day. So very, very excited for that. So you will see an upgrade happening eventually. We've been kind of alluding to this, but if you're a fan of the Terminator arcade game, you're not going to be ready for what... there was something on the cabinet that they wanted to do, but then Midway didn't think it was cost effective, so they pulled it out of the game. We're putting it back in with the help of Jack, so... stay tuned for that. It's going to be the game how it was supposed to be. So get ready. We're excited for that. Another industry guy that has been out here, Warren Davis, who is the other creator of Qbert, the lead programmer of Qbert. Him and Jeff Lee made such an amazing game. He's put out a memoir book. Let's put that up, link to that. Warren Davis, we've had him out for our Mach 3 and Us Versus Them. When we released those on the arcade floor. Warren's such a amazing programmer and worked on so many great Gottlieb games, and then over at Williams Valley Midway, and just a phenomenal legend of the industry. So check out his memoir. Again, you can also get a few of the other people who have been putting out books. We've seen Jeff Lee put out books and Dr. Philip Bond. You can get those here. But Warren's currently is only available online at the link that Pete just posted. So make sure you check it out. I'm sure it's a phenomenal read. You can get it. You can even get a version of it signed as well, which is awesome. Or get one, and then whenever next time Warren is out here, maybe you can bring it with and he'll sign it here. So we also, as some have noticed, we are not streaming on going live on Facebook anymore. We did get our Twitch affiliate, so right now the only way to catch the Monday Mystery Game live is here, either here at the arcade or on Twitch. We've been having some new emotes put up, so if you're a subscriber to our Twitch channel, you get access to those emotes and everything. So please subscribe. We're new to it. We're looking to hit it pretty strong, and you'll be seeing a little quality bump going on. We're going to be putting some more some extra front end work and some tail end work on the stream. So excited for that. 2020 is going to be a pretty ridiculous year for the Galloping Ghost stream, and very excited for it. We have also an update on our Arcade Wars tournament going against those guys out in Brisbane, Australia at the One Up Arcade. Those guys are ridiculous. This month we've been playing Alien versus Predator, and it looks like we've taken it, right? They're done playing over there, so looks like we've pulled it out. So that's is that our third? Our third win in a row. So thank you everybody for putting in scores. I know a bunch of people put in some great scores. They averaged out, and it looks like we won. Huge congratulations to guys out at the One Up, because they're just maniacs when they play. They're amazing players, so give it up for them. Also, this weekend that's just passed, yesterday, we had a Flip Frenzy tournament down at Galloping Ghost Pinball. 34 people competed. Absolutely amazing tournament. Huge shout outs to our Master Tech, Ken Walker, as always, did an amazing job running it. Thank you so much, Ken, for all the effort that you put into Galloping Ghost Pinball and hosting that tournament and all the ridiculous amounts of maintenance work. Ken Walker, everybody, he does a phenomenal job, so make sure you give him a shout out. Also, we have the 66 Games event coming up on the 17th, 18th, and 19th out in Bloomington. We were really trying to go to that event, and it looks like me and Pete are going to be able to show up there, but we had hoped to bring some games. That not looking like we're going to be able to this time, but definitely we want to support the show. A lot of our friends going to be there. Stephen Lucas is going to be there, so make sure you check that out. Billy Mitchell will be there. Our friend Billy Mitchell will be there. So it's going to be a fun time. Make sure you check that out, and definitely support that show. It's a newer show. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and very anxious to go there and take part in that. T20, again, those dates are official. If you're looking to come out for our big T20 event, it's going to be August 7th, 8th, and 9th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That whole week. That's going to be our big anniversary week. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be the tournament. Then the 10th is going to be a ridiculous Monday mystery, because it's the start of our 10th year anniversary on the 13th, which will have the coronation of the new Gamer of the Year. That's a Thursday, as I recall. And then on the 15th, that Saturday, you can expect a massive Ghost event that'll be going on. Expect a lot of scoring events and industry people to be here, so very excited on that. If you're looking to reserve the date early, do it, because that's going to be the dates. 7th, 8th, and 9th for T20, our annual tournament, 20 games. Then that Monday Mystery on the 10th. Then the 13th, our 10-year anniversary with the Gamer of the Year. And then the 15th will be our big Ghost event. So do not miss that. That's going to be awesome. We've had so many people coming in and spending time. This weekend has been ridiculous. Today, we've already had close to 300 people through the door. So huge thanks to everybody that's been traveling in and making the Galloping Ghost Arcade and Galloping Ghost Pinball part of their holiday festivities. Open every day of the year, regular hours. We'll be here New Year's Eve day until 2 in the morning. We'll be here New Year's Day, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. like clockwork. Doesn't matter. Holiday, whatever. Snow, tons of snow. Doesn't matter. We're here. We're here. So now, without further ado, I think it's time to summon forth former Gamer of the Year to help. Jimbo Slice was going to lead this whole thing. He didn't. Jimbo. All right. All right. Bring up. Too late. Bring up. Ask the question. The question of questions. Pete, how was the weekend?
Hey, Doc, thanks. My weekend could have been better. I was a bit hurting in the back, so I want to say thank you to everyone that covered for me at the arcade. It felt like a weekend before the weekend last week, but during the weekend, everyone came together and covered. I'm hopefully have some answers soon. I just had some imaging done, and next week I see a surgeon again, but hopefully I'm going to be on the mend soon. Thank you, everyone, for covering. Oh! Shout-outs to Fred DeHart for his massive 1 credit clear on Magic Sword. I do want to give him props and kudos for that.
Absolutely. That was a ridiculous run that he had. Again, congrats, Pete. Thank you. You know, we all work with everybody on the team, such a stand-up crowd we work with. So thank you, everybody, for that. Without any further ado.
I totally forgot. I got to give a shout-out to Fat Chris. I just got my Christmas present. It's an awesome T-shirt, and I'll show it on stream later, possibly. But I just want to give him a huge shout-out and thank you for the awesome T-shirt.
And thank you for the pizzas. There's tons. I think they're already gone, right? Pretty much. Thank you, Fat Chris, for all that you do. Let's give hints, clues. No hints, no clues. You only get the full reveal, which is Cloak and Dagger.
Yes! Only in the goodie!
Yes! Mother yes! Oh, hell yeah! Sorry.
Hold on. Released from Atari back in Pete. Released from Atari back in 1983. Cloak and Dagger. You know, this one has been requested a few times. Who's getting it? Who's coming up first? Stephen Lucas wants it. Let's get him up here. Stephen Lucas. Stephen, have you played Cloak and Dagger?
Yes, I did down in Texas at the gaming. I believe it's the. Gosh, what was the name of the convention? Well, it's Free Play. Down in Texas owns one of these.
Awesome. All right, we will see. Yeah, there's this cabinet. When we got this cabinet, this is a conversion cabinet of Defender, which was a very, very common conversion. And we still hope to get an original dedicated, but which was very similar to the Crystal Castle cabinet. But Atari was working on ways to get other companies' games out and offer their game at a lesser price as a kit. So they came up with a full kit for Defender. And they would make it so that you didn't have to use their AR2 power supply. So they would save the money of sending out an AR2. You would use the Defender soundboard as the power, as the amp, which was just, you think about that now, they're engineering a game to work with somebody else's hardware, which is just ridiculous if you think about it. So we are watching Stephen Lucas play your Monday mystery game of Cloak and Dagger, released from Atari back in 1983. Stephen Lucas. This cabinet, when we got it from Coin Op Warehouse on Facebook. It popped up. And a great price on it, but it was a mess. Board did not work. Power supply did not work. Monitor did not work. Cabinet was, or actually there was no monitor in it. It looked like there was a monitor in it when we purchased it, but it was just because it was so it had been outside. So it is dual stick. Think kind of Robotron, where you're moving with the left stick and firing with the right stick. 8-directional firing. So in this level, there's a partial map of where the safe path is. Okay, now he's got it displayed. Did he light it? I don't. There he goes. Oh, just barely got out. Unfortunately, on this one, again, there's this weird sync on a lot of these Atari games that we have not been able to get to work with our direct feed. Normally, we like direct connection feeds on our streams. This one, we're having to go with the old over the shoulder cam. Hopefully, next week's game will be direct feed. Dabney Coleman, the game. Shoutouts to Ed Horace joining us in the stream chat. Jobber saying, a bit shocked that we didn't have this one before. We got to leave some games that you're going to recognize. You'd think after 748 we'd have them all, but still putting games like Journey and JJ Squawkers, and not that many people heard of JJ Squawkers, but Todd, yeah, if you're just those just joining us, today's Monday Mystery Game is Cloak and Dagger, released from Atari back in 1983. Stephen Lucas saying that there's a movie tie-in with this. Of course, of course. Legally Blind Gamer, shout-outs. Hope you've been well.
We got the Henry Thomas E.T. commercials out. So this
What's that?
Who was in the movie Cloak and Dagger? Who was the kid? It was Henry Thomas from E.T. So this is a good tie-in with those commercials that are just coming out now.
That is. Stephen Lucas. You see those squares? Those are the landmines. Got to watch out for those. There's a lot going on all at once. If you stay on the path, you're safe. There's a lot of landmines here. Oh, detonated too quick. 4-4-3-6-0. Stephen Lucas's score.
It's going to be a shootout tonight. It's going to be a shootout on this.
Who do you think's going to be a contender?
Well, I'm going to be a contender at least.
Stephen Lucas.
James might suck it up and make a run for this game because I think this is a Jimbo Slice game.
We will see. Is he coming up next? Jimbo Slice stepping up.
Give it a shot.
He's classically trained.
What did you want to say earlier?
I wanted to get everybody that didn't know the Monday Mystery and say Pete Hahn very loud and proud so the heavens above could hear it.
Well, that's the protocol every Monday when Pete is summoned forth.
And Jamie and Mozzie's and this guy are not here, so I couldn't do that. I mean,
Isn't it not right? It's something's not right when those guys aren't here, right?
exactly.
It's the same when you're not here, James.
I'm here now.
Well, now I'm saying we hope you're here every week.
Game. I only played it once at a hotel. A hotel in 1983, but I had an emulator. But I remember playing. I mean, I didn't know it well, but I know it now. I mean, I'm pretty familiar with it. But I remember that one time at the hotel. It was a Holiday Inn. My God, my memories. My long-term memory is wonderful.
That's good, James.
I do want to comment. Cloak and Dagger was one of the games that John Jacobson of John's Arcade said was a grail, and he did a whole episode on this game. It was another Defender conversion cabinet like this one.
It's, I love having stuff. This is a perfect example, and this was really one of the cornerstones of the Galloping Ghost arcade. Conversion cabinets were a part of arcades, and they were all right. I love dedicated cabinets. I love the original side art, but conversions happened all the time. And I was on the cusp of I don't want to put this one out like this because it's not original dedicated. And then I changed my mind because it was we'll get it out, get it playable. When we get an original dedicated, we'll upgrade the cabinet, make some noise on that. People will be happy to see how the cabinet was originally intended. The original dedicated, very rare. But I've never seen, Stephen Lucas never seen one. I've seen a few, but it's the dedicated one, very nice design to it. This, you see, the side art, they did some really cool stuff. They repaneled the side. It wasn't just a decal that went over because the sides were white. They sent a whole side cut to Defender. And then the coin door art is set for Defender. And the control panel sticker is literally for a Defender cabinet, which they went all out. They really were trying to get Defender off the floor and get this there in its place. So, again, the soundboard, Defender used its own soundboard, whereas Atari Games used the AR2, which was a combo audio amp and power supply. So they managed to keep using the Williams power supply and everything that was provided in the Defender cabinet for Cloak and Dagger. And it's even in the instruction manual, which is really, really interesting. That they would use that as a way to get their games out at a reduced price. Very, very smart. Very cutthroat, in a sense, trying to monopolize.
Has anybody seen the movie Cloak and Dagger?
Have you seen the movie?
Yes.
What did you think? Do you have it on Blu-ray?
No, I don't have it on
DVD?
That movie revealed a lot of box art of upcoming Atari 5200 games and 2600 games and several of them never got released, including Tempest.
Stephen Lucas bringing the trivia on Cloak and Dagger. How awesome is that?
One of them spy movies. They found an actor that looks like the video game character. Or maybe they designed it around him. I don't know.
Who knows? Yeah, unfortunately, so we do not have direct feed on this one. On certain older games, a lot of the Atari stuff, there's a sync that does not work well with our capture device. And we just need some time to get around it. So unfortunately, we don't have the direct feed. We love having the direct feed. He just sent that?
Yeah, he just texted me.
Oh, nice. Nice.
It was called the Let's Play Gaming Expo.
Let's Play Gaming Expo. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, we hope to. Yeah, I'm. See. Shout out to Todd Friedman. Thanks, Ed. We don't like doing anything less than the absolute best. This is the best we can do today, but we'll figure out the direct feed. Al Anonymous, always such a great help on things. Pete Hahn working so hard to always have a solid stream here. So we'll crack that code. We'll crack that code. No, you had 44. 35. Stephen Lucas still in the lead over Jimbo Slice, but we'll see. We'll see. It's early. Arcade Player ABC. Did I read that right? Yes, I did. Shout outs. Thank you for being here. Your Monday mystery game is Cloak and Dagger, released from Atari back in 1983. We're watching former Gamer of the Year Jimbo Slice. I didn't see his score before.
I am no threat to these guys, but I'll give it a shot.
Awesome. There he goes.
Suggestion for your next expansion. When you open up your next expansion, put a coat rack in, then put the games in.
I don't know. I've people ask, coat rack versus games. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's be a lot of coats. Be a lot of coats.
So it should just be hung on a stud and be nailed into very, very
Cause 1973 shout outs. Thank you for being here. Nick, shout outs. Thank you for being here. If this is your first time checking us out on the stream, this is our Monday Mystery Game stream. We do this every Monday at 5 p.m. Central. A new game going on the arcade floor. This time it's Cloak and Dagger, released from Atari back in 1983. It's our 748th game here at the Galloping Ghost Arcade. 748. Largest arcade of all time? Definitely largest arcade right now. Is it the largest arcade of all time? Who knows? Maybe.